Hey, hello everyone. So today is our second day of using our model. Like I said, not something you're going to use a whole lot going further, but it really explains why when you divide a fraction by a fraction, we can actually get a whole number, or we can get a number that is bigger than one. So I think the visual is worthwhile here. We'll get into the algorithm here tomorrow, but yeah, visual worth our time here. So same idea to get started here. We're going to draw ourselves out for fifths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to shade in, all right, 4 of them, all right, 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Okay, now we're dividing it by 2 fifths. Now remember, each of the boxes is worth 1 fifth because we drew 5 to begin with and we shaded in 4 of them. So 1 fifth plus 1 fifth plus 1 fifth, that gets us to our 4 fifths altogether. Remember, we want groups of 2 fifths. So that means I need groups of 2. Because again, 1 fifth plus 1 fifth gives us our 2 fifths. So if we notice here, it's how many groups? Remember, that's what division is. It's 2. So 4 fifths divided by 2 fifths equals 2. In other words, it takes 2 groups of 2 fifths to get ourselves to our 4 fifths. Like I said, visual is worthwhile here. Let's get back to this guy here. 7 fourths. Oh, improper fraction. Okay, so remember now, we're doing fourths here, but I need 7 fourths. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, and we're going to shade all of them in because I need all. So when you're dealing with an improper fraction, because it's bigger than one whole, it's you're going to find you're shading everything. So if we kind of look at what we've got going on here, just to kind of give you a little bit more of a visual, um, if we just did 4 fourths, all right, if we just did 4 fourths, we'd be going from here all the way to there. All right, and that would be 4 fourths, but I need 7 fourths, so that's 5 fourths. So again, we're just going to draw boxes here. We won't have anything that's unshaded because we're over one whole. All right, we need groups of 3. Okay, so because I've got 3 fourths. So 1, 2, 3, hello. 1, 2, 3, hello. And oh my goodness, someone's left over. Okay, so how many groups did we make? Well, we made 2 groups. How many pieces were left over? Well, there's 1 piece that's left over. But we were trying to put them in groups of 3. Yeah, so we're dealing with 2 and 1/3. Again, if we look back up above, we had 1 piece left over, but it wasn't shaded, so we weren't using it. Here, we had 1 of our shaded piece left over. That's why we need to take it into consideration. And let's do 1, 4. All right, improper fraction. So again, they're all going to be shaded in 9/7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. All right, so they're all shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's our 9. So 9/7. All right, divided by 5/7, which means we need groups of 5. Now, again, the reason why this is working out so cleanly here is those bottom numbers are all the same. All right, so 7, 7, 4, and 4. Different situation when we have a different denominator. But again, we're just trying to understand why the visual works here. I need groups of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, not enough. Okay. So how many groups did we make? Well, we made 1. How many pieces were left over? Well, there were 4 pieces left over. And we were trying to put them in groups of 5. So our winning answer here is 1 and 4 fifths. Again, visual here, understand how we can divide by a fraction, but actually get a larger number. It's nice to help you with the mental part, all right, as to when we use the algorithm to better understand, hey, my answer, is that correct? We're going to be able to use some estimation here and better believe in what we're doing if we have any of those concerns. All right, so that's it for your visual today. Enjoy.